And green is out. We're underway. Heat race number 2. And it's going to be Gonska on the gas first. Looks like a little bit of possible mechanical issues with the Nathan Deragon machine as he falls to the rear after starting to the outside front row. Now here comes Jason Bashirs in that beautiful blueberry blue number 64 machine. He's up into second. He's going to bring Jason Penny with him. Jason Penny runs third. And the 23 machine of Callis, fourth. Now Duarte now, and Hibbert and Deragon now. Deragon now up. Looks like he got that car back under power. He moves to the back bumper, the rear of the field. Lapped 2 in, 6 to go. It's still Gonska in that 5G machine out of Minnesota, your leader, followed by Yuma's own Jason Bashirs in that 64. Another Yuma in that number 98 machine. It's Jason Penny rounding out your top 3. The top 3 run nose to tail around the big 3/8 here at the Cocopah Speedway in Somerton, Arizona. Again, I know a lot of these drivers from the Yuma area were looking forward to racing against some of these Midwest guys, and it looks like they're able to hold their own as they circle the Cocopah Speedway. Again, it's Gonska. He's going to lead the field into turn number 3. It's still Bashirs runs second. It's still Penny third, as now we have a battle for that 4th spot between the 23 machine of Callis and Oscar Duarte out of Yuma. Now Duarte's going to dart down to the inside. He's going to try to take over that 4th spot. He'll move in the top 4 in that transfer spot. Duarte now in that transfer spot for the redraw. Gonska, since the drop of the green, has had the field at hand. He's got about a 5-car length lead over the 64 machine of Bashirs. It's another 10 car lengths back to the 98 of Penny. Don't look now after that bad start. Here comes Nathan Deragon in the 19 machine. Now moves into that redraw spot in the 19 machine. It'll be 2 laps to go for the Minnesota driver, Tim Gonska, as again, he's had the lead since the drop of the green flag and has pretty much had his way with the field. He's kept Bashirs at bay with about 5 car lengths as they head down the backstretch. As they begin to pull away from your 3rd place runner, Jason Penn. It's another full straightaway back to Deragon in the 19 machine. Gonska this time by the flag stand. We'll see the white flag. 1 more to go for the Brainerd, Minnesota hobby stock driver looking to make some noise down here at the Cocopah Speedway for the Winter Nationals presented by the Yuma Insurance Incorporated. Gonska's got 2 more corners to navigate around the big 3/8 here. He's going to see the checkered flag this time by the flag stand. He's your heat race winner, Tim Gonska, followed by Jason Bashirs and Jason Penny round out your top 3. It's then Deragon, Duarte, Hibbard, and the 23 machine of Callis. Let's make some noise for the Minnesota Rustlers. Good evening here. Green is out. We're underway. So it'll be Jimmy Robinson first into the corner, followed by Josh Cordova. Francisco Cordova to the outside. Here comes the 19 machine of Nathan Deragon. As we got a couple of cars together off of turn number 2, we got a couple cars up into the wall. Looks like we got 3 or 4 cars stopped there. Some of them still moving around, but that will bring us under the caution. The number 12 machine, again, having some hard luck. Knutson in that 12 machine. Looks like the 23. And we're green. And again, it's Robinson to the corner first, but he's going to bring Cordova with him down the inside. It's a Cordova 2 and 3. Deragon 4th. Here comes Penn to the outside. Tenney down to the inside as they're side by side for 2nd, 3rd, 5th, and 6th. And coming down to lead lap number 1, it's the 31 machine of Robinson. Cordova, the 04 machine has the 04 machine of Francisco Cordova goes for the spin over here in turn number 2. Tough break for the Somerton, Arizona racer as he'll come to stop. He'll get that car refired, but unfortunately did cause a caution. So IMC Hobby Stock main event here. And we're back underway. Again, it's Robinson on the point. It's still Josh Cordova 2nd, Deragon 3rd, Penny 4th, Tenney 5th. Here comes Brad King and Tim Gonska right now trying to make their way into the top 5. Jason Bashir's there as well. And here comes Knutson in that 12K machine. After a rough start in that heat race, he's going to try to make his way to the front here at the big wide Cocopah Speedway here in Somerton, Arizona. So it's still Robinson out front by a car length over Cordova. Daragon now third, falls back about 5 car lengths. He's got Penny in tow as well as Tenny. And you got a couple of 3 out-of-towners right there tromping at the bit with Gonska, King, and the 12K machine of Knutson. Don't count out Jason Bashir in that 64. He may be just biding his time before he tries to put the move on the field. As now Brad King in the top 5 looks to the outside of Penny for 4th as they come off a turn number 4. King in that 43 out of North Dakota trying to make his way into the top 4. Gonska now to the outside of Tenny trying to make his way into 6th. As Gonska now up in the 6th. Penny still working on Penny to the outside. It's King and Penny battling out for that 4th spot. And we're starting to get a challenge for the lead as the 04J machine of Cordova looks to the outside of Robinson as they're side by side coming off of turn number 2. The traction and the momentum to the 04J machine. And your Southern Region IMCA Hobby Stock Rookie of the Year, Daragon now trying to throw his hat in the ring as he's now to the back bumper of Robinson coming off of turn number 4. Here comes Brad King, Gonska, Penny, and Tenny right there as well. As these guys click off laps around the big 3/8 oval here at Cocopah Speedway. This time by it'll be 13 circuits to go, so 7 laps in. It'll be 13 to go this time by the flag stands. We got a new leader, Cordova. Cordova out front, Robinson still 2nd, Daragon 3rd, King 4th, and right now we have a battle for 5th between Gonska and Penny, and Gonska has it right now as they come off of turn number 2. Penny's going to fight hard to the outside off of turn number 2 in the number 98 machine. See if we can take that momentum into 3 and carry it forward around Gonska, but to no avail. Gonska now looks like he's going to get to the back bumper of King and try to get into the top 4. And Cordova starting to inch away from the rest of the field. It looks like Jimmy Robinson may be holding up the rest of the pack right now. Again, we got these hard chargers at the rear of the field. Looks like Knutson's progress has stopped as he's stalled back there. In 8th place. And right now there's a battle for 2nd as Daragon's on the outside of Robinson coming off a turn number 2. They're side by side down the backstretch into 3, as well as Gonska and King right behind him. It's Daragon to the outside now as he moves up into the top 2, and looks like King's going to try to follow. Daragon intermittently seems like when he's coming down the front straight, I think it loses a little bit of its momentum, like maybe hitting the chip a little bit too hard. At least coming down the front stretch, that's going to allow Cordova to pull away from the rest of the field. It's going to be just past halfway with 9 to go. It's still Cordova, Daragon, King now, Gonska 4th, and Robinson 5th. Here comes Bashir's and Penny. So 3rd starting Cordova has got to the lead with the slick move around Robinson. And again, he's starting to pull away from the field. Just as that happens, King now gets by the inside of Daragon to take over that 2nd spot. And here comes Gonska as well. He's going to try to move the inside as well as the caution comes out. Caution lights are out. And green is back out. We're back underway. And Cordova slipped the tires just a little bit. That's going to allow King to be right there on the back bumper as he comes off of turn number 2. Here comes Gonska as well as he moves his way up into 3rd as he got around Daragon. And here comes the Blueberry Blue machine, Jason Bashir's. I told you he might have been chomping at the bit, just biding his time to make his way to the front. And here he is, as always, into the top 5. He's now into the top 4. He's now going to look inside. Gonska coming off of turn number 2. Meanwhile, back out front, it's still Cordova. He gets a little bit of breathing room between himself and King down the backstretch by about 3 car lengths. King running a different line as Cordova's hugging the bottom side of the Cocopah Speedway here in Somerton, Arizona. It's Cordova, King, the 5 machine of Gonska, Bashirs, and Daragon, your top 5. And there he is. He was stalled out for a little bit. There is Knutson. Knutson now trying to make his way into the top 5 as they head down the backstretch. Knutson way up in the top side in that 12K machine, trying to make his way forward. As this time by, it'll be 5 to go, 5 circuits to go. Meanwhile, back out front, it's 2x2 for second as they're trying to get around your leader, the 04J machine of Cordova. It's Brad King, Tim Gonska, 2 and 3. Bashir's there 4th. Knutson 5th. As we're starting to click down the laps, it's 4 to go for Cordova. Cordova again has a couple of hard chargers right behind him. Gonska from Minnesota. King from North Dakota. Gonska now has that number 5 machine working good up on that top side here. And let's see if Cordova's going to make that car nice and wise. He's going to try to cut that line off as they root into turn number 1. Let's see what Cordova can do as they come down the backstretch. This time, next time by the flag stand, it'll be 2 to go. 2 to go for Cordova. Again, Knutson up on that high line. There's Gonska as well. Gonska again trying to move the outside. Cordova there as they make contact coming down the front stretch. Let's see how that's going to play out. It's 2 to go. We're going to have a battle royale. Here's your top 5 or nose to tail down the backstretch coming up to the last lap. It's Yuma's Josh Cordova, Minnesota's Gonska, North Dakota's King, Yuma's own 64 machine as they're making contact down the front stretch. It's Gonska now almost side by side with Cordova as the white flag comes out. Cordova's going to move him up the track just a little bit, try to give enough room to get by him as he's able to do so. It's Cordova as they make one last stitched effort into turn number 4, and King and Gonska make contact into 3. He's going to take the victory here on night number 1. It's Cordova, Gonska 2nd, King 3rd, and Knutson makes his way up in the top 5.